Hello you beautiful people. Hello and welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you're new. Hello, welcome. I'm Lucy Stephenson, but you can call me Luce because we're all friends here. If you are new, please don't forget to hit subscribe and give this video a thumbs up and turn that notification bell on because I'm off work all next week, so you best believe there's going to be a lot of videos coming your way. Today we have a super exciting video. Today we are going to be testing the brand new I Heart Revolution and Disney The Little Mermaid collection. If you've watched any of my previous videos on the I Heart Revolution and Disney collection, so far I have done all the other three princesses, so Belle, Tiana and Cinderella. I will leave all the video linked down below if you want to go check them out. And recently I tested the new Aristocats collection that they did. This is kind of the collection adding on to their princesses, which I am so excited about. I am so pumped for this collection as well. I love the fact that it's all purple. Probably wouldn't be the colour that I would have picked for Little Mermaid, but I just love it. What makes this video even more exciting is the fact that it's actually a collab with two of my beautiful friends. They're also my patrons and I'm also one of Alix's patrons, and it's with Makeup with Alix, Kate and Jodie as well. So I will leave both their videos down below testing this collection and showing you what kind of makeup look they came up with. They both look beautiful. I've already seen their looks already. They both look amazing, so definitely go check them out, and please don't forget to hit subscribe as well to their YouTube channels. So today we're going to be testing the brand new palette. This has blushes, highlighters and also obviously the eyeshadows on one side. We also have the highlighter to test. Hopefully this is better than the other princess formula because I was quite disappointed with that. So we have the highlighter test today as well as the lip gloss, which looks beautiful. They haven't brought out any lashes of this range, otherwise I would have picked them up. I didn't get them with the previous ones, but I would have bought lashes this time if they did bring it out, but they didn't. So no lashes this time. So let's just get straight into the swatches. Let's swatch the eyeshadow palette and the blushes and the highlighters and everything, and then let's put it all on my face and see whether it's worth your money. The full palette retails for £15, the highlighter retails for £8, and then the lip topper slash lip gloss retails for £5. Let's get into swatches. So this is what the swatches look like. So this is what the face products looks like. So to begin with, we have the ones from the actual palette itself. So we have Part of Your World, The Heart of Your Sea, Make a Splash, Under the Sea, Total Catch, and then Rule the Wave. And then this here is the individual eyeshadow highlighter, sorry, that comes in the little box. And then this is the little topper. I'm hoping that you can see the reflection of it because it looks beautiful. So as always, I'm going to start with the P. Louise base in the shade number 2 Room. I'm just going to use a Spectrum B05 brush, just a big fluffy brush to pat this all into place. So I'm going to try to use as many colours as possible, so please just trust the process. That's what I'm telling myself as well. So we're going to start off with a pink. So we're going to start off with this shade here called Mermaid. And I'm just going to take a Morphe M138 brush, looks like a list, and it's just like a little pencil brush. And I'm just going to tap off the excess. Oh God, anyone else have like really wrinkly eyeballs? Like I've looked down for a little bit and it's gone like that already. And then I'm just going to start by taking this pink in the inner part of the eye. And I'm just going to build this up right up until that inner corner, up until around about a third, because we're going to go pink, red, purple. So now we've kind of got a little bit of that down, we're going to go in with this brush. It's just like a little Ted Baker brush. It is stained green, but it's not it's not got any green on it. And we're going to go in with the shade Sebastian, which is the red that's in the palette. And we're going to put this right, join up with that pink in the kind of centre, second third of the crease. So now we're moving on to the purple. We're going to go in with the shade Ursula, which is this one here. Can I just say as well, when I swatch this palette, the pigmentation and the quality feels so much better than the previous princess palettes, especially kind of like the shimmers and stuff. I just feel like and even like the blush formula, it just feels so much better than the previous ones. So I don't know whether they've changed them or not. I'm really hoping that they have changed the individual palette of like the highlighter, like the individual highlighter formula, because that wasn't very good in the previous one. So I'm going to take that Ursula shade and we're going to pack this in this outer corner and join up to that red in that crease as well. And again, we're not going to bother too much about kind of getting a strong pigment. We're just going to focus at the moment at getting that kind of shape that we want, and I want kind of like a blown out Ooh, bit of fluff, blown out kind of look with it. I'm just going to take a clean brush. This is just like one that you get in an Anastasia palette. So yeah, just a little double-ended one from Anastasia. And I'm just going to blend out these edges. And then what I'm going to do is go back in with the colours, re-intensify them. I don't really want to use any of the colours to blend it out because there is a purple I could use to blend it out. There isn't like a colour that I can use to blend out the pink and the red. So I'd rather just blend out the edges with this and just start to kind of build this colour up a lot more as well. Okay, so now that it's looking a little something like this, I'm going to go off camera and I'm going to cut my crease with my P. Louise and my Mitchell blank canvas. So now that we have cut the crease, not the best, but we'll live with it, we're going to go in with shade with Aquita, I don't know. I'm going to go with the sparkly blue. You know I can't pronounce things anyway. I'm going to see what it's like just by itself on top. Oh my god, that is beautiful. I don't understand why they haven't got like a matte blue in this palette. They've got like 4 different variations of shimmery blues, but there's no matte. So I don't understand it. Like one's really light like this. There's 2 like kind of middle shade blues. So they definitely could have got like rid of one of them. And the other one's like a really dark purpley blue. So yeah, I just don't understand why there wasn't like a matte blue in the collection. Oh my god, this shade is beautiful. So this shade really is quite soft. Like when I was swatching this, because some of them are quite hard pressed, when I was swatching them, I had to like really press into it. More so the mattes, to be fair, than anything else. The shimmers always seem to be quite soft. However, I just swatched a matte, so I forgot that the next one was a shimmer, and I went into this shade and it was so soft, like the full thing like moved inside the pan. So bear that in mind, like it's really, really soft, buttery formula. I'm going to put the blue all over the lid and then I'm going to build up this purple again in the outer corner. So obviously we've took a little bit off with the base, and then I'll come back and show you what it looks like so far. I am obsessed with how this has turned out so far. That purple has started to build up a lot better now, which is really, really good. I feel like it was a lot more patchy before, but I feel like it's built up really, really nicely now. This side might need just a little bit more as well, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to finish off like my base makeup. We'll come back, we'll try the blushes, we'll try the highlighter, we'll do my under eyes, and then we'll try the lip gloss as well. So I put my base makeup on. I'm going to go in with the shade Ursula, which is that dark purple. And I'm going to put this on the outer corner of my lower lash line just to tie it in with this outer bit. And then using the exact same e.l.f. brush, this is the eye crease brush. It's very old, I don't even know if they do it anymore. I'm going to go in with the shade Seaweed just so we can try a different colour in the palette. It's like this greeny colour here. And I'm going to use this for the kind of inner part of my lower lash line, just to add a little bit of colour on that inner part as well. So let's try some of the face products now. So I'm going to try a blusher first. I'm not too sure which one to go for. There's actually quite a few. So there's 4 blushes, a darker highlighter and then a lighter highlighter. And I think for the blush, I think I'm going to try this one, which is Part of Our World. And then I think I might top it off with Rule the Wave, because this is more of like a slightly darker but shimmery version. So I'm going to take a little Spectrum A05 brush. I'm going to go light-handed with this because this brush seems to pick up quite a bit, as you can see. And then I'm going to pop this on my cheeks. Ooh, that is looking pretty already. The powder formula of these blushes and stuff seem so much better than the other princesses. I wasn't really impressed with their face part of the palette, but these seem to swatch a lot nicer and they seem to be applying a lot easier as well and build up a lot better. So that is what the shade Part of Your World looks like, which is the lightest one. That peachy Make a Splash one looks beautiful. But we'll try Rule the Wave a little bit as well and popping this kind of on the top part of the cheek. So it's like a little bit of like a blush topper. Oh, that is pretty. But a little bit of a highlighter too. And you can see it just gives just a light bit of something. Okay, I'm actually really impressed with the blushes, especially in comparison to the other princess ones. I'm really happy with that. Now, the highlighter. If you watched my previous princess videos of I Heart Revolution, I wasn't too impressed with the highlighters. So I'm a bit nervy, but let's just try it. So we're going to try 1/2 of the face with the the Heart of the Sea one. This one is going to be way too dark for my complexion. So we'll do one half with the Heart of the Sea, and then we'll do the other half with like the individual compact highlighter. And we'll use different brushes for it as well. So this one is the Peaches and Cream PC17 brush. And let's put some of this on the face. This is the one that's in the actual palette itself. It's got a bit of like a lilac-y kind of undertone to it. Oh my god, that is blinding. And that is quite a light hand with it as well. I reckon you could go really ham with that. And let's use a different brush. This is the Peaches and Cream 28 brush. And let's use this for the individual one. So this is what she looks like. Her packaging is beautiful. And this, oh my god, is beautiful again. It's more of like a pinky. This one seems a lot darker than the Heart of the Sea one. So I'm hoping that it works for my complexion. Let's just tap off the excess and let's try it on the other side of the face. Ooh, okay. I feel like this one you definitely need to build up a lot more. It's slightly more powdery than the one that's in the actual palette, but it applies so much better than the other ones that they've done. But it definitely is more powdery, and you do have to build it up quite a bit as well, so do bear that in mind as well. It's a bit more of a, I don't know, kind of blends into the skin a little bit more, this one, whereas I feel like the other one, it's definitely lighter, but the other one kind of highlights my texture a little bit more. If you can see the difference between the two, I feel like it kind of melts into the skin, so even though it's not as blinding, it's a lot more kind of flattering for texture. Can't really notice at the moment any kind of shadow where it might be a bit too dark. So I think these two suit my complexion really well. A lot better than the Aristocats one. Really, really impressed with this face palette. If you weren't too impressed with the previous princesses, I'd recommend trying this one because it's definitely a different formula and different quality to the ones that they've done previously. I really, really want to try that peachy blush. That's going to be something that we're going to have to try at some point together. Next up is the lip topper. So this retails for £5. I have all of the ones from the previous princesses and I actually use them, which I didn't expect myself to. This one has a more of, I mean, you can definitely see it there, more of like a purpley blue with a bit of pink kind of reflex to it. So we're going to try it by itself to begin with and see what the pigmentation is like. And then I'll do a lip combination and pop this on the top. So this is just applying it by itself. The only thing about these applicator with the lip toppers, it doesn't pick up much products. You have to kind of like, you know, I need to take the stopper out of it. I think that'll help a lot, but you shouldn't have to. Do you know what I mean? Like if I had to dip into this quite a lot for my little itty bitty lips, then you know it's a problem. So this is what the lip topper looks like. It kind of gives me like Mermaid's Peaches and Cream pigment lip gloss vibes. It is really pretty, and I think this will make a lip combination really pop. So I'm going to finish off the rest of my makeup and I'll come back with a lip combination on and the gloss on top. I'll tell you exactly what's on the rest of my face and I'll give my final thoughts on the full collection and whether it's worth your money. Honey. So this is the finished look. I'm obsessed with how this has turned out. And let's do a little roundup of the products before I tell you what's on the rest of my face. So in regards to the palette, the lip topper and the highlighter, the two things I'd recommend more than the other would be the palette and the lip topper. The highlighter, it doesn't emphasise your texture as much as the highlighter that's in this palette, and it's not as blinding, so it depends what you're after, but it is really nice. And I love the fact that both highlighters don't give me a cast. I expected this one too. I thought it was going to be too dark for me, so really, really impressed with that. This lip topper is beautiful. I've paired it on top of the Kat Von D Love liquid lipstick. So in regards to the palette, the eyeshadows, the shimmers, the formula, buttery smooth, really, really impressed with them. The matte blend out really well, but I think because of the design of the matte with that wavy thing, they press it too hard, so it's kind of hard at first to kind of pick it up fully, which is why I think the purple took quite a while to build up, because I was trying to like get through that top layer of it, if that makes sense. But the red and the pink, perfect. So I don't know whether this one was just pressed a little bit too much, but I know purples are really, really hard to make as well. That's always what brands seem to struggle with, is purple. So fair enough. The blushes and the highlighters in this one, this full palette and this full range out of all the princesses is my ultimate favourite. I would recommend this one over all of the other princess ones. I just think this one, the formula's better, yeah, the colours are better, I just think it's beautiful. And then the lip topper, it's got a little bit of my liquid lipstick inside of it now. £5, really like it and would definitely recommend. Smells really nice, and I actually reach for my princess lip toppers a lot more than I thought I would, so that's really good as well. So yeah, that is my kind of views on the whole collection. So let's go on to what I've got on the rest of my face, just in case you are wondering. I've put on the Hello Flawless Oxygen Wow foundation from Benefit. This is discontinued and I've literally got the tiniest bit left. It's a bit too dark for me, but like I've said before in previous videos, we're just trying to use it up. So that's in the shade Honey. For primer, I used this for the first time, which Lizzie will be very proud of me for. This is the NYX Honey Jimmy Up Primer. Wasn't what I expected. I thought it was going to be sticky, like I thought it was going to feel sticky, which is one of the reasons that I never bought it, because I hate the feeling of sticky stuff. But actually it was really, really nice. For my lashes, I went a bit bougie today, to be honest. It's the second time I've ever tried these. These are the Lily Lashes in Mykonos. This is what the packaging looks like, but these are beautiful. I think if I was to put like some different lashes on, I probably would have gone for something that was more kind of like winged, but this is beautiful. To be fair, it gives me kind of Jasmine Doll Beauty vibes, but a lot more expensive. So I'd rather get Jasmine from Doll Beauty instead. For powder, again, I was a bit bougie and I used two. I put the Pound Cake Huda Beauty powder just underneath my eyes, and then for the rest of my face I use the Benefit Hello Happy Velvet Powder Foundation in the shade 2. I really, really like their powder foundations. For bronzer, I changed it up for once in my life and I went in with this Pound Shop bronzer. This is the Miss Beauty bronzer and this one's in the shade Miami Glow. Absolutely beautiful. And then for lip liner, not that it really matters because I put a big purple lip over it anyway, but this is the Doll Beauty Spice Up Your Life lip liner. For my brows, I just again went in with my NYX Brow Mascara in black, which I absolutely love. For lower lashes, I used the Ardell Bottom Mascara, as always. And then last but not least, the concealer that I used is the Elf Hydrating Camo Concealer, Satin Finish in Fair Warm. I love this. It's like a filter for the under eyes. It is beautiful. So yeah, that is everything, I believe, that is on my face. Thank you so much for watching. Today is the last day to enter my Aristocats giveaway. I'll leave it linked down below, so please go and enter that if you haven't already, because it literally ends tonight as well. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you to my patrons for being absolutely beautiful as always, and thank you to Alix and Jodie for collabing with me on this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll hopefully see you tomorrow for my PR haul that I'm eventually going to do now that I'm off work for a full week. Buzzing. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.